You know what? Fuck this shit. If I'm gonna have to do this, I'm gonna do this a weird way. I'm recording this shit. This is how to fix a flat tire in a school parking lot. Technically, my college's school parking lot, but you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. This just happens to be something that I can't get away with not doing. Fuck. This will not be family friendly. So I hope to God my parents don't watch this if I ever put this up on YouTube or something. I probably won't, but if I do, that'll be neat. I don't know if you can hear it, but right on the back side of the tire, there's it's a big old hole, it sounds like. Because I was at, here, give me one second. I was at 14 and we're currently at like 6.5 PSI. And it's only been about 3 minutes, so it's just fucking shitting out air. Okay, there's a better way of putting it. So I was at 14 PSI like 3 to 5 minutes ago. Now I'm at 6.5 PSI, so it's leaking air very quickly from a fairly big hole. This is not technically mine, but it's a 91 Grand Marquis that I'm driving with, like original tires, or old ones at least. If I'm not mistaken, these are Michelin tires. So they're real old. White walls, which is neat. Not like a large white wall, but a small white wall, which I can show off when I get the tire off in a second here. So this is my rear driver's side tire. What though? I have this. This is a blanket that was in the back of the car when we drove it down from Wisconsin. Fun fact, this car, they made these cars reliable. Because I drove it from Wisconsin with like 1 to 2 cylinders not firing. Which is weird. It was a good car. I'm very upset that I have to do this because it's Labor Day weekend, Saturday right now. I was gonna drive home today and spend Labor Day weekend with my family. Just got done with the first week of school. But instead, I'm jacking up my car. Pulling the fucking tire off. Oh, wow. There are 3 crickets inside of here. So where's the leak? It's right here. Found it. Okay. Oh, the tire over here. It's in shot on it. There's the hole. Okay. First time I've ever had to do a repair like this. Doing it by myself. Phenomenal. This is a helpful guide though. I'm trying to, so I'm gonna outline the basic steps I took. We noticed that it was flat yesterday when my dad was here, but I had a ton of work that I still had to get done for classes and whatnot before I could even worry about this. so I took care of all of that stuff, because going home was not a necessity. It's preferred, but not, you know, required of what I need to do. So I'm learning how to do all this by myself. Okay, so I'm gonna use this. It is the hole, right? I'm gonna fill this up. Actually, I'm not sticking just some random little divot in my tire. Always double and potentially triple check anything you do. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so insert this tool, the spiky one, because I have a I can't roughen, clean the inside of the hole. Remove plug from protective braking, insert into eye of. So just roughen it up a bit as necessary. Get one of these, I guess. Okay, so remove plug for protective backing and insert into eye of plug or needle. So take one of these, insert it into the eye of this thing. How the hell am I supposed to do that? With plug centered in the eye of the needle, insert into puncture until plug is pushed approximately 2/3 of the way in. So take this, make sure it's good like that. Take this. Oh shit. Does not want to go in there. I almost feel like I'm doing this wrong, but I'm doing it the way it says to. 2/3 in. I think I did a little bit extra, but I hope it's not bad. And then pull straight out. Rapid motion. There we go. How's it going?
Well, man, you don't see a whole lot of these running around anymore.
No.
This one's nice.
Yeah.
It's super clean.
My grandparents had it for the longest time, and so since my grandma and grandpa live up in the middle of nowhere in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
They never really took it out to drive in the winter, so it's sat in a garage for a long time, and then my grandma can't drive anymore, so they were like, "You're going to college, you need a car."
Excellent. This is a nice car, man.
Yeah.
This is the kind of car I like as being a tall guy. These are luxurious, you know.
Oh, I got so much leg room in here. It's incredible.
Power seats and everything. Check it out. So you have your flat.
Yeah, there's a hole right here.
Well, it's not a bad spot to get one.
No, it's not. Yeah, if it was up in the treads, I would have been a little bit more
Yeah.
perturbed by it.
Well, you got it handled, it looks like.
Yeah, my dad was here yesterday and we noticed it, and so we went and bought the stuff to take care of it yesterday.
Yeah, good deal. I just thought I'd stop and check on you, man.
I appreciate it. Thank you. I should see if I can find some scissors.
I think I might have some. Better now. Got some side cutters.
Ooh, okay.
1350.
Thank you very much. Well, my instructions. Could have been bad. Dang, this stuff does not like to cut.
Well, it's sticky, so.
Yeah.
I do have some scissors, though, if you think that'll cut better.
I don't know. They might. I might just leave it and just.
Or you can try to saw it off.
I'll try that. I left mine inside, so. There we go. That worked the best.
Excellent. Ah, don't worry about it. Don't tell them what that thing's had on it.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, my bad.
Very welcome. Have a good one.
You too. With the help of a stranger. Police officer. And then I'll put this in the back. Alright. We'll put the tire back on, reinflate it on the car, so that way it's, if I don't have the jack up high enough, I don't have to worry about readjusting it or anything. I appreciate the help, man. That was, I would have had to like leave all this stuff here and run in for my knife, saw it off, whatever else. As it happens, I have to raise this up anyway. Okay. And then we tighten it in a star pattern, but it doesn't really matter how you put the tire back on. As long as you line it up, get it popped on. What you do is you put on all the bolts finger tight first. And once all the bolts are on finger tight, you go in a star pattern. So I start at the top, or I start at the bottom left, go to the top, bottom right, left, and then right. And then boom. Got your tire tightened and on again. I gotta make sure once I fill it up with air, I don't forget to put on the air tube cap. That would have been bad. I don't know if it moves air like that, but whatever. I'll have to check all the other tires for air for sure. Before I leave. One thing about an older car like this that isn't a feature on newer cars is that it has a locking bolt. So like standard cars today have just, you know, the standard 5-pin setup, but older cars like this have 4 regular pins and 1 locking pin that has a special piece that's needed to tighten it, and it's a horrible pain to get it on there and tighten. So my personal preference is to tighten with the tool on everything but that one and do that one last. As long as you go in the pattern, like the star pattern for every other tire, or for every other bolt, it normally doesn't matter a terrible ton. And you don't want to like strip a bolt on here, and you want to be able to get it off next time, you know, if like you're in an emergency situation and you need to switch tires or whatever. So you get them all cinched down. Well, you get them all tight, and then you get them all to the tightness you want them. Because you don't want to cinch like one of them down and then loosely tighten another one. You want to loosely tighten them all and then really tighten them all. And it's you know, extra steps, but it is likely to save you any extra hazard steps in an emergency situation where you might need quick access to your tire and all that stuff. So then, yeah, one more time, check, 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 and then finally, check. Leave this part off. Turn on the air pump. Give it a minute to inflate. Yeah, so I don't know how well you can see it because I'm holding the phone the wrong way, but so that's the locking lug, which requires this piece right here, and then the standard bolts that everybody's used to on a car. These spikes are for the hubcap, because it gets set up in there and you just tap it on, but I'm leaving that off for a second. This air cap goes on the intake hose valve for the car. For an old car like this, it has this jack that comes with it. On newer cars you'd have to slide up under the car and find a place to jack it up, but on cars like this they have a little indent in the bumper, because this is a solid steel bumper. And so you don't have to worry about it. You can, I mean, I can't do it by hand right here, but you just take that piece right there, ramp it up, and then to get it down, you push this piece down, and then you push it all the way down, and lift it all the way back up, and lower it down. But I'm inflating the tire before I do that, so I don't have to worry about anything after this. And then as you're getting done with the project, it's really loud, but always want to put up your tools in a nice, neat fashion, so that way next time you need them, they're exactly how you need them. The organization for my trunk is, sorry about that, it's really hot in Texas. The organization system for my trunk is, this kit will go right here next to the power steering fluid, which I need to check. Got the funnel for the power steering fluid, all that stuff. It doesn't take a lot at all. You just kind of dump it in and it starts. That's my tire changing story in Texas. First week in college. Adios.